With it, family. Your boy live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Let me invite my guests. Y'all have a special guest for tonight. We finna get it started. Okay, bet.
I am connected. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Let me see if I can.
What's it doing for Facebook?
Give me just a second.
Okay.
Trying to refresh some things.
All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, the caption is first experience for New York Fashion Week. This will be a very interesting topic, live stream, etc. It's so much to unpack and unfold within this trip. Um, I guess I could really just start with getting there.
Oh, wait, can you add me to the Facebook?
It's not giving me the option to. Do I just. Did you send a request or? Just beat it. That's your page. D.
Yes.
Is just beat it. That's your page. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to add you on Facebook and send a request, but your name not even popping up. That's weird. Will it let you send a request?
It doesn't, but if that doesn't work, then I'll probably just go ahead and skip YouTube and then do it for Facebook for my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Well, shit. Approve. Bet. Okay. So you took off. You took off on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. You must switch over. What did you do?
So I just took off YouTube and switched my YouTube to my cell phone. So just my cell phone and my iPad.
Okay. So you're not gonna be able to do the YouTube?
Correct.
Gotcha. Alright. So hopping right into it. First off, I want to say I want y'all to bear with me. I'm streaming from 3 different platforms, so it might be a lag within communication and being able to respond back to other people. But first and foremost, just want to say thank you for tapping in. Um, hey, if y'all ever thought about going to New York during Fashion Week, this is the video to tap into. This is going to be 2 different perspectives. One as a designer slash model, and one from a makeup artist. I didn't get the full experience like I really wanted to, but as we know, everything's a trial and error, and I know what to do next time. I start out with there. Um, so today, my guest is Denisha. She's a makeup artist. She's currently in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, tell the people a little something about you and what you do, and yeah.
Okay, hey guys. I am a makeup artist based in Atlanta, Georgia, and I actually went out to do the New York Fashion Week with the New York Makeup Academy. So I've been doing makeup for 10 years, and I found this makeup academy in New York, and I was like, hey, let me check them out so I can go ahead and like do makeup for the New York Fashion Week for the first time. So here I am, and we are here tonight to speak my truth.
Hey, let's go. Shout out to my bro John, 1K Hitman. And we have a guy styled by Austin Hill on Facebook. He said he was there as a fashion designer. Um, Man, if you don't mind, in the comments, a brief description of your experience um, of being a part of New York Fashion Show, and like what dates and anything that you want to just throw out there. Or definitely promote yourself. This is definitely the platform to do that. Um, but yeah, so we gonna really, get straight into it. So we gonna really start off with just getting to New York and getting to your destination as far as your Airbnb, your hotel. Yeah. So for me, through the grace of God, if I didn't have my friend D, that because okay, so she went Sunday. I didn't touch down till Wednesday. Now she's already lived in New Jersey for quite some time, just a little bit within her lifespan. So she had just a little information, a little knowledge of how to move around. Me, I ain't know shit. Like confused, like really confused. If you slow, like I say this, like I'm being so real right now. If you don't pick up on things and you like just a little slow on things, not to talk about nobody, like, but like just being real. If you're a little slow, going to New York for the first time by yourself or with somebody else, they'll have no clue. It will be very overwhelming. It will be very overwhelming. So get to the airport, JFK. So I had to take a train. So no, I had to take an air train to a subway to New York, and then get to New York and take that subway train to a certain area to get closer to her. So that part right there, like I'm really talking to anybody that I meet, and each person is leading me to the next person as far as communication, getting to the next destination, because I'm really clueless. Um, and I'm on the phone with D. Like, okay, I'm here. Where do I go next? And then she tell me like, okay, boom. And I ask that person, okay, boom. And I get here like, okay, cool, boom. And I do want to start off by saying when people say, people from New York, they rude. I didn't experience that. Like I didn't experience that at all. Most of the people that was pretty, um, it was pretty nice. They was very helpful, and was it busy? Yes. So while on this topic, if anybody, when people say like, okay, they rude, like they don't speak or nothing like that, everything is fast paced. Like people just really trying to get to where they trying to get, because if you miss that train, best believe you're gonna be waiting. And don't miss a bus. Oh yeah, you're gonna be waiting. Like you like is in oh my God, it's very humbling, because now you can't just depend on Uber, because sometimes you don't even want to take the Uber because that traffic is so ridiculous. You see, I'm not patient like D. Like she can sit in traffic. I can't. That's gonna bother me if I'm sitting in the area too long and I'm not moving forward. Like that really irritates me. Is that something that you want to add on to what I've already said?
So that's really funny because like I had to make a comparison to traveling in New York and New Jersey, basically to that rock bottom SpongeBob episode where he kept missing that bus. Literally, I don't know how many buses, how many trains I've missed and have to wait at least 20, 30 minutes, sometimes even 45 to an hour just for my next stop. And when you're looking at Uber from New York, JFK, the air flight, the plane, it took $150 just to get from the flight all the way to our Airbnb. So we're like, so Uber was not in the picture at all. I think I Ubered twice my entire trip. Yeah, traveling, it was something. It was something for sure.
So the guy Austin, Style about Austin, he said he Ubered the whole way. Like he Ubered the whole time while he was there. I'm curious to know, where was you located? Like um where was your Airbnb hotel? Because we was in New Jersey, so we had no choice but to take the train and the bus and do those things. He also said it was amazing for him, and he taking his team back with him in February 2026. You see, you ain't gonna see me. Well, I ain't gonna say you ain't. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna see me in New York in no February. It's gonna be too cold. Cause I didn't walk, but then them 4 days, I done walked over 10 miles for sure, easily. Easily. You think I'm gonna walk 10 miles in the cold? Oh no.
Oh, hey, he was in the right area, Times Square.
I know what he said he was in. He was in Times Square. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then you had no choice but to walk in Uber, or of course the subways. But yeah, next time I know for sure that we gonna be in there. Matter of fact, I plan to be. See, being in New York, like New York, Manhattan, Times Square, it's mostly white people. I don't have nothing against white people. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't too much of us. Like it kind of felt like an outcast. Like you didn't really see too many black people. When you did see them, like my eyes kind of lit up, like niggas, like yeah, Mikasa, like you know what I'm saying, like you didn't really see them for real. So I know for sure next time going to the Bronx, we went to the Bronx, but we had to cut the thing short. If we might get to that. Going to the Bronx, going to Queens, Soho. So people they was out there in Soho, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be in Soho next time. It was a lot of different things that was going on that I didn't know about, and that just comes with knowing certain people that's kind of already tapped in and that's already experienced with being in that space. But yeah, he said it was expensive. Though. I know it was expensive.
Oh, I already know.
I know it was expensive.
Like,
shout out to D'Angelo Alexander, and hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for tapping into the channel. Hey, stay tuned in. It's only getting better and better. So I appreciate you.
We moved to the Airbnb. Very small.
Oh my gosh, yes. Please explain about the prices that they charge in New Jersey. Because outrageous.
So listen, my Airbnb that I originally had in New York was at least $1,000. And it was going to be for the same space that you and I experienced in New Jersey. But because it's in New York, $1,000. And that's because I was staying for 9 days. So I was staying from Sunday the 7th to Tuesday the 16th. I traded that Airbnb and went to New Jersey, and I spent at least $750. Still high as hell. However, it was a lot cheaper than New York, and I feel like it was going to be the best decision no matter how much money I was going to come out of traveling, like the trains and the buses and things like that of that nature. So once when I arrived to the Airbnb, I had to walk back behind somebody's house, which this is pretty common, especially since I've lived in New Jersey for some time. And then you're in their basement, in this tiny space. All it is like imagine like a studio and not a 1-bedroom, just a studio. So the little small layout, and then you have the bathroom. That's it. For $750.
That's it.
And I was like, okay, yeah, that's it. That's all. And to be honest, I'm just like not surprised. Quite frankly, that was literally the cheapest Airbnb that I could find there in New Jersey, and it was close.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a different lifestyle there. It's a different culture there that is so humbling. So humbling. First, for me, being that I never thought that I would be one on a bus, two walking to a bus. Like you asked me shit just last year. Hey, you see yourself, riding the bus? No, like I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it's a whole different perspective, whole different scenario of why I'm doing it. But I really feel like this trip, and I was telling D this, I really feel like this trip was more so a humbling experience that God has given me to be able to see the gratitude that's already presented in my life, because I'm already grateful. But this it showed a different light of time management, the hustle that you have to have to be in that space. And Dee can attest to this because she really had to, because I spoke to a guy on the bus. He was like, he have to leave his house 4 hours early to get to work on time at 8. So if he got to leave the house at 4 to get to work at 8 a.m. Like me, oh yeah, I won't have no job. I'll be good and late. You know what I'm saying? But just think about the dedication and the hustle that you have to be so consistent and persistent at that. Like that's not me. I'm not getting up 4 hours early or 6 hours early to get to the job. You gotta get yourself ready. And then take that same energy and time back. Like, you have no time for yourself if you're a full-time worker and you gotta travel like that just to get to work. I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not, especially when some days during the New York Fashion Week I have to wake up extra early for those early shows. And I did have to wake up 3 hours early just to arrive on time to my location, because sometimes it took me 2 hours max just to get to where I was going.
Yeah.
And that is via bus, via train. And that's if everything's on time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them how the people that you were working with didn't give you the experience that you paid for, first off. How they was inconsiderate, wasn't as professional as they should be. You know, it was a couple events that made New York Fashion Week look bad. And I'll let you start on your point of view of why I say that.
Okay, so I have written out my perfect pros and cons of this event entirely. And let's just start with the fact that I had to pay them just to be a part of the New York Fashion Week, just for the experience. And for me personally, like, knowing the academy, knowing the type of recognition that they have, knowing that they are hosting these type of academies like throughout the year, I'm doing my research before I decide that yes, this is the best thing for me to do. So once when it came down with it, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and pay for them. And let's just grit this experience, because this is something that I've always wanted to do throughout my makeup career. So during this time, I can start with the first day, which was through boot camp. They pretty much treated us like either you with it, either you got it, or you don't. Like boot camp was like it's like, how can I explain it? It's like you either got the job or you don't got the job. So either you pass the boot camp and you get your certificate, or you don't. And so that's why the first day I was like, okay, let me go ahead and make sure I do my thing. I show them the type of talent that I have, and let me go ahead and just show off. Mm-hmm. So I passed the first day of boot camp. But during the first day of boot camp, they started laying out some of the things that they were promising us that didn't actually happen. So for one, they were going to tell us, oh, we're going to feed you backstage. They never did. I've never been fed in any of the shows. And they're like, oh, you got to bring your own food, you got to bring your own snacks. But during the first day of boot camp, you said that's what you're going to do for us, and you didn't. Then they're like, oh, don't bring water. We're going to bring you Stanley cups for everyone to have, so you could put your water inside of the Stanley cup because you don't want to walk around with your water bottle. That's unprofessional. Never gave us the water Stanley cups. Oh, you gotta bring your own water. And I'm like, what is happening? On top of that, we were there for hours doing makeup just for them to tell us, oh, you can't watch the shows.
See, that's right there. That's where they had me fucked up at.
For sure. Because I paid to be here. I paid for the experience. Matter of fact, the amount of money that I paid for at least took over a majority of these shows that I even did in the first place.
Because some of these shows, $200-$300 to even get in.
Exactly.
Like damn near everybody got to pay. Some of the models even got to pay. The designers. If you ain't invited, you got to pay. Everybody paying.
Exactly.
So it's like, who getting paid?
That where the money going to?
Who getting paid now?
And then, during the first day of boot camp, they separated us into different groups. So we had group A, B, C, and D. Apparently, A and B is the groups that get number one, the most shows, and number two, the best shows. Group C and D were like backup. I was on group C, unbeknownst to knowing what was happening. And then we also had a group D, and it had like much more or less people than group C. So they treated us as backup, and we only had a select few shows. Mind you, A and B got so many shows put into Vogue. I only got put into Vogue once. Now, I missed the show because I was tired, and that was also put onto Vogue. So I had potential to be put onto Vogue twice. However, Group A and B was put onto Vogue I don't know how many times because they knew each show that was going to be very popular and what was going to be hosted on Vogue.
So they had select few people of who they know, who they wanted to be. I'm pretty sure there were people they knew.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Some of the people was actually a part of the academy. So the academy that they host, you know what I'm saying? They have people come in, they pay them for the academy, and it's like a makeup school. Mm-hmm. So basically, some of these people came from their makeup school, and they already know who they are, or they previously worked with them in the past. So the people that they don't know, we got put on the back burner. Group C, Group D. One of the days that really pissed me off was when it was, okay, we have to be there at 6:30 in the morning. That means I have to wake up at 3. And there was multiple of us that had to wake up at 3. So by the time I'm up, I'm tired as hell. It's 3 in the morning, for crying out loud. I get up, I get ready, I head out the door. I find trains, which is surprisingly because they don't run that early like that. So I find my way over there. I make it in time just to find out that, oh, it's canceled. It's rescheduled till Sunday. What? And the key makeup artist knew that. She was telling us a story about, yeah, I had asked her yesterday, are you sure this show is for Sunday? If you're asking these questions the day before, how come you just didn't get a solid answer and let us know before we went to bed and woke up at 3 a.m. just to be here at 6:30 a.m. and you cancel it on us?
It's no respect or consideration. No respect.
They talked to us crazy. They were talking about, oh, y'all guys get it together. People's taking pictures. Oh, this look bad. And I'm not saying that they were saying that to me. I'm talking about they were telling everybody overall. Yeah. Like, you guys are applying too much makeup. Like, hold on, get out the way. Let me do it. Like, it was like...
And y'all have to use y'all own makeup.
Own makeup, own brushes, own products. On top of that, they made sure that if we don't have a certain product for that look, we can't do it. They made sure that, okay, this is the mood board, and we're going to tell you what products are needed for this, and you need to go get it at the store, like right now, if you don't got it. So we have to spend extra money on the spot. And for me, I'm like, nah, I'm going to finesse whatever the hell I got in this goddamn kit, because this kit is worth thousands of dollars. And the key artist had all of the products that was needed. So let us use your shit since we're using ours.
Yeah. So, Austin, to answer your question, I don't even know what type of designer am I? I guess I call myself a lifestyle designer. Like, definitely not couture. Yeah, so I make shirts, hats, jeans. I have underwear. I make a little some of everything. It's like your daily wear of street wear, casual wear, gym wear. So yeah, that's pretty much the type of designer I am. He also said, yeah, Runway 7. I don't know if he was meaning like that was probably one of the runways he was a part of.
Probably one of the shows, yeah.
And then he said definitely expensive. Most definitely.
For sure.
So
I do have to say one thing. Sorry, one more thing.
Sure.
The biggest thing that came out of that is my opportunity to network with the models. Every model that I've seen, I got their Instagram. I connected with them. So if I'm going to give anything about this experience, like the best thing about it, networking.
That's good. At least you got that.
For real.
For real. So for me, I went down And I always preaching about you shouldn't build up expectations or assume anything in life because that's how you get yourself let down. Due to the fact it's New York, I'm expecting the best. I'm expecting some pressure.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't expect peerless pressure. Peerless pressure got to be a part of what to be peerless pressure. But I'm expecting a certain tier of excellence, and unfortunately, the fashion show that I went to didn't receive that. I mean, didn't deliver that, and very disappointed. Um, the one I went to was more like a seminar, a panel discussion, and they even have a runway. It was more so like in the office type space, and it was just weird. Like it was about sobriety and sex and fashion, and I'm sitting there like I'm so confused. Like it was more so like kind of like a showroom look to where the models came out there and just stood there, and we just looking at them. So they standing there like mannequins, and I'm sitting there looking like, what the hell is going on? Like, this ain't. I didn't put together better fashion shows than this. Like, what is this? Man, I end up leaving early because it was just a waste of my time. Like, because they portrayed it, presented it as something bigger than what it was supposed to be, and like they didn't even check for like ticket. Cause I bought my ticket. They didn't even check for that. So I'm like, damn, I really could have just slid in this. So I'm like, bro, like I had to ask. I said, am I in the right space? Like, is it a fashion show here? Like, that's crazy that I gotta ask that. Is this a fashion show? Like, she's like, yes, we'll be starting soon. I'm like, okay, So that just was that had me like, do I even want to even attempt to go to another one to just even be disappointed again? Whole time, like I really was just in the wrong area. Because until after I ended up meeting one of the cameraman, shout out to cameraman Dash, him, Cottrell, Ken, they was down there, and they did their thing. They most definitely connected, network, and kind of put Memphis on. So love to see that, for them. If I've known they was gonna be there, I definitely would have tapped in with them. So I would have known more of the certain spots to be at, especially for our people.
Mm-hmm.
And but besides that, going to Times Square, riding the subways, riding the trains. We went to a museum. That was a dope experience. I definitely love going to the museums.
Ride the ferry. We rode a ferry.
Yeah. We rode a ferry. Yeah, you hear me. Yeah. And that was definitely a good experience. New York itself is just a sight to see. Like it's definitely a sight to see. It's a place that you definitely want to experience. I wouldn't live there. You couldn't pay me to live there. I would have to be like set in life. Like I would have to have something like really going for myself um, to really live there. That was very profitable. But just living there for a small opportunity, it ain't really for me.
I have to at least make like eight figures. If I would live there, yes. Like New York has always been like a big dream of mine. Mm-hmm. But since I visited there and knowing how expensive it is, you really gotta have the bag. And I don't even know if 8 figures is enough because on my way back, as I was leaving for coming back to Atlanta, I drove past this luxury apartment that was like nearby the water and close to like New York. 3,600 for a no bedroom, studio only.
No bedroom?
No bedroom, studio only. And I looked at it and said, I know you lying. Because for one, I do not like living in studios. Like I need a bedroom. So for a studio for 3,600, oh no.
That's a ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
They scamming you. They robbing you. Highway. Like the fuck? Like what? Like make it make sense. You paying that much just when you really think about it, especially if you living in an apartment, skyride, whatever. Like if you got a nice view, okay, maybe. But you paying $2,000+ to stay in the air in a small space in one building. Exactly. Like when you really just break that down, you're like, why would I pay this much just for this little space that I'm sharing with 100 other people? Like it's just like,
where the money going to?
That's why when we talked about earlier, it just makes more sense to buy property and build infrastructure like that on.
Exactly.
And make money that way. Like, what's the point of even buying a house when you can build your own and everything is going up? So you buy it now, and then it's gonna be worth more then. So even if you wanted to build on it, if you don't, you can sell it for more then. Like it just this thing called life in America is a scam.
It is.
It's a scam.
That's why it was hard for me to like even live in New Jersey in the first place. A lot of places that I found looked just like our Airbnb. Mm-hmm. Very small, no bedroom, just a little flat layout and a bathroom. And what they want for that is $5,000 up front. And I'm like, $5,000 to live in your basement? You don't even have a bedroom down here. No kitchen. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yes, this is water. I just put my water in the glass container. People are like, ooh, that look good. I make it look good.
You do.
Facts, man. Facts. I'm glad to see y'all tapping in on YouTube. I love it. I love it.
I really want to be there. Hi, YouTube.
I do not live in New York. So I stay in a rural area called Wall, Mississippi. It's 10 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee. It's right there on the state line. So that's the location that I stay in. What I want to talk about next? So, due to the fact that we had to walk a lot of different places and we wanted to do, so many different things. If you go to New York, not even just for the fashion week, but if you go to New York, don't bet on doing everything that you want to do that's on your list of things that you want to do. Because you might be able to get 2 things done within that day. Mm-hmm. Depending on where it's at, too. Because you got something that's over here, and then you got another thing over here.
Ain't gonna work out.
It ain't gonna work out. It's
you might as well plan something like once a day.
Damn near. One during the daytime and one during the night. But at the same time, how you traveling, when you get back, you ain't even feeling like going back out. You just didn't walk 2 or 3 miles. Mm-hmm. You just waited numerous of hours on the bus or being on the train, and it's just too much. It's a lot. it could be overwhelming. It could be draining. It could be draining. So when you see somebody in that area that's overweight, you like, bro, what is you doing?
You don't live here for real.
He can't. They gotta be new. Cause out there walking and moving, oh my God, the traffic. So like, it's no such thing as jaywalking. You walk right in front of car. The light don't even gotta be green for you can walk through. Like, they be moving. They get to it. Like, and we were getting it with them.
We did that long ass mob to Central Park.
Oh man, my back wasn't hurting that bad with my hip. It was starting to for sometimes, but for the most part, I was good. But was there something specific you wanted to talk about?
I know that the amount of traveling that I had to do with my suitcase was just diabolical. Having to carry that suitcase everywhere I went was just tiring. That's how I ended up on that welt on my shoulder, because I was carrying that bag.
Yeah.
And I thought the bag was light enough. No. Like, there are some moments where you have to decide, okay, do I want to walk further to this free air train? Or do I want to walk a little bit less and pay money for this bus or pay money for this train? And it's like, the walking was quite a bit. That's for sure. I felt like, well, I didn't tone my ass and toned my thighs walking there, because every stair that I took, I was like, damn, I'm feeling my cheeks. Like, this was I'm talking about. I went up flights, and don't get me started about, I think it was like 2 specific subways that I rode, and it was so far away. They tell you, enter here, and it takes you at least 10 to 15 minutes to get to that certain train.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I'm walking through so many walkways, this long-ass pathway, and I'm all like, why is it so far away? Like, I'm fixing to be late for the train that's leaving. It's ridiculous.
It's very interesting how you can go on your maps, because it was, like I said, it was a different experience. You can go on your maps, and whatever location you want to go to, you can select train, and by doing that, it gives you the options of buses and subways to take to get to the train and to your next destination. So when I say, like, New York is an adventure, you really on a scavenger hunt.
For real.
You is really on a scavenger hunt going to every destination. Cause you really you just finding everything. Like, you gotta find it. Cause it be so far. Man. What's one thing that you feel like New York could do better? Or just New York Fashion Week could do better?
For me to say, like, on that topic, I really have to just go back to the academy that I was with. There's a lot of things they could do better, but if I could say the biggest thing is to really treat us differently. Without us, you would be struggling. Without us, you wouldn't be able to have those models walk the runway and get put into Vogue because they ain't got no makeup on their face. So all of the things that they did us dirty on, they need to fix that, because it's unacceptable. We're working 10, 12 hours on some days. Some days we have to work one show and go to another show back to back, and you're not feeding us. We have to pay for our own travel, our own transportation, our own food.
See, that's for you to pay the amount of money that you pay, and you have to also pay for all those things too. Something need to be guaranteed.
Exactly.
And it makes you not want to chase your dreams, because it's like, damn, I gotta do this, and that to get a piece of paper or to maybe get an opportunity. It's just like people sacrifice so much just to be there.
Exactly.
And not only just to be there, but to maintain living there. Like, people giving their last. So it's just like, I'm what Denzel say, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. I gotta leave with something, man. And that's a ripoff.
Yeah,
just like so much things in the world.
I'm really grateful that I have God so much in my life, because if I didn't have him, an experience that I did experience at the New York Fashion Week entirely overall can be very discouraging. A lot of things that I went through, a lot of things that just didn't make sense. It could have been incredibly discouraging. I could have been like, man, I paid all this money just to not receive what I thought was supposed to come out of it. But luckily, just having God, and just being as humble as I am, I'm just extremely grateful instead that I was able to experience this. I was able to have this opportunity. I was able to network and talk to people. I was able to say, hey, I got put into Vogue.
Yeah.
Folks at my job, why are you here? Why are you working here? You in Vogue now. And I'm like, but I'm trying hard to not be too big headed about it because of everything that I went through to even get here in the first place.
It's like, I deserve this. I earned this. It's just like, it's like it's that certain level of being humble, but it's also that big space of like, you need me here. And I said that to you a couple times. I'd be damn if anybody treat me like I'm doing you a favor when that's not the case. You need me.
Right.
I ain't even afraid to say I need you. It's cool for us to say we need each other, but don't make us feel like you doing me a favor. Nah, we helping each other. As soon as you walk into a room and people is giving off that energy of like, the word is right there, pretty much like superiority. Like, they kind of look down on you, or they just don't really see your worth. It's like, I gotta prove myself. Once I prove myself and show you like I'm really him, I'm really like that, you could not ever think that you could treat me like these other people, because I see it. I read through the board.
Right.
So the places that, other people like, oh man, you doing this, like, yeah, I'm grateful. But I supposed to be here. I didn't work to be here. Exactly. So it's just like, to still be treated like I don't supposed to be here, that make you really want to turn up. And that's why people be like, want to just like
crash out.
Yeah. Crash out, or just, saying like, fuck this shit. Like I said, it could be very discouraging. That's why I just stay in my own lane and create my own shit. Do what makes me happy. Yeah, move that way.
That's it. Yeah. And they definitely see the type of work that I do. It really showed that first day of boot camp. There were so many people, majority of everybody, we all lined up with the looks that we just did on each other. And there's so much criticism going down this line. This don't look good. This don't, they were criticizing everybody. And they even had a criticism on me. But what my criticism was about is because my model kept, I'm like, girl, if you don't leave them damn lips alone, you keep, And I'm like, hey, yo, like, you're ruining the look that I just did.
Yeah.
So once when they got to me, here they go. Skin flawless. Loved my skin application. Only thing is, the lips was patchy. Well, I fucking wonder why, bitch. They keep rubbing your lips together.
And they should have said something to her. Don't critique my work. Critique the model for doing that.
Exactly. Other than that, my first day that I actually did a show for the New York Fashion Week, immediately, once when they seen that I did the same look twice, because we had certain mood boards that day. We had like 4 different looks, and they gave me 2 people for one certain look. Once when they see me do that look twice, they said, yeah, she's in charge of this look.
Yeah.
She's going to be the one who, everybody who needs this look, come to her. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, they say, you are staying for touch-up. And I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So you're seeing the type of work that I do. You're seeing how good I am at what I do and how much I love doing it. But how come you are still treating me as if you don't need me?
Motherfucker, you gotta pay me for extra.
And I still can't see the show.
No. Hey, y'all, if y'all ain't being invited to something, I don't think it's worth it.
It ain't.
And it's like, I don't want to say I miss out on the opportunity, but is it really an opportunity?
Hell no.
Like, is it really an opportunity? It sound good. Motherfucker gonna paint the picture and make it pretty. Mm. But in reality, it's not what it's all hyped up to be. Explain what was your encounters with as far as the models? Like, did the models look legit? Most New York Fashion Week models be looking weird to me.
I actually asked the same question to every model. How long have you been modeling? Guess what they all said? I just started. Now, I had one model that's been doing this since she was young. Mm-hmm. Everybody else, I just started. They said, I just started this year. This is my first New York Fashion Week. Oh, I just got scouted and hired earlier in February. And I'm all like, and you already in the New York Fashion Week? Who's your scout?
You see, but that shows you that. So this is for anybody watching. This is like to let you know that the name don't mean shit.
Nothing at all.
New York Fashion Week is what it is because the money that they scam people on, that's how they putting it into the shows to make it look like it's something. When you see the pictures, you see certain walks, you're like, oh, okay, cool, you know. But in reality, it's just not what it really portrayed it to be. Like, you see in the highlights of things, but when you get into it, and I'm not saying this is for all New York fashion shows. I'm not saying this for all, but you would think that New York, for the most part, would have their shit together. But even New York don't even have their shit together. So as for me being a co-producer of Winter Browns and producing fashion shows and events within itself, it takes a lot of time and energy. Like, it's not easy. So I definitely get it. But it opened my eyes to just like have some grace for yourself. Like, even people in New York not even really doing it how they really need to do it. And you know, a lot of people that's into the fashion, and into runway fashion here in Memphis, we all can point out some people that don't know how to walk, that don't have no experience in runway, and in Memphis we have this thing where we pick everybody. No, everybody don't get picked. Everybody don't get a trophy. Like that's just not what it is. So to go to New York and you seeing people that just started, you be like,
how?
It's something not adding up. 9 times out of 10, they probably paid. Oh yeah, they gonna take you if you paying. Oh yeah, they gonna take you. You ain't paying.
And some of the artists, they were new too. Fresh new makeup artists. And I'm like, oh wow, I'm 10 years into the game, and this is my first New York Fashion Week.
And you being treated as if you was a beginner.
Exactly.
Man, put some respect on my name, man. Like, nah.
And you know, at the end of the day, it's like my experience was quite different than a lot of others. I had one girl in my group who may have attended like 2 shows. And that's because she stayed 2 hours away and had to travel 2 hours every day just to get to a show. And so she had a lot of language barriers, so she couldn't even understand most of what we were saying. One location, she just forgot to put the W in it. So she ended up being an hour away somewhere else. And so I was like, you can't come now because once when you're late, you can't come. It's too late. So she actually spent over maybe $1,000 just for products and couldn't even use them. And then there's people that's in group A and B, even though they got their ass worked for a lot of shows, their experience is going to be so much different, and some of them is going to be so much better than mine because they have the ability to actually do great shows, meet a lot more people than me, and get put into Vogue and all kinds of other things as well. So their experience, I can say, is definitely different than mine, and I can only speak for myself. But what I can say is that I did that.
For sure. What's up with it, Sean? What's up with Lulu?
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, that's we definitely talked about a lot. We hit on a lot of different things. I think that's about it. I know with some other things that weather. We haven't talked about the weather. The weather was good. The weather was good. I just can't imagine going in the wintertime.
No, but, you shouldn't.
But the weather was good. 10 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, and of course, I'm not surprised. The food was good as well.
You know your boy. If it wasn't plant-based, I wasn't going. I wouldn't eat. But they had plenty of plant-based restaurants around. Definitely enjoyed. Yeah, ate good. Ate good. Yeah. But I see that New York is they big into the pizza and bagels.
Oh yeah, for sure. The subs, the chopped cheese, all that. Like that's what New York is known for. Yeah. And they had all those trucks just all on the sidelines selling the same ass hot dogs, the same ass pizza, the same $4 ass water. Like, I'm not paying $4 for fucking water. Nah. Like, be for real.
Nah. I starve, goddamn. I'd be thirsty.
As hell. Listen. No. But that is all of my pros and cons, honestly, on my list. That I really touched on all of that. I think overall at the end, I did really enjoy my time with you there. Like, if I didn't have you, well, I would have just been, I probably would have crashed out. I'm not going to lie. I said, I need some peace.
Yeah.
and you gave me that. So I really did enjoy my time with you there. That's for sure.
I'm glad I can give you that peace.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that work gonna get put in for sure. It's gonna get put in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely grateful for you for this trip because without you, I definitely wouldn't have been there. So I definitely want to thank you for being able to uh, help me get that experience.
First time in New York, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Denisha, she's a great person to go on a trip with, because you can't go on trips with any and everybody. Like, you gotta have people that just match your flow, match your hustle, match your vision, your energy, like all that. You know, we never let anything get us down. We was able to pivot from whatever that threw us off and just made the best out of it. We got some content in together.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoy doing that. Um, so yeah, we just made the best out of everything. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about it. Well, we've been on for exactly an hour.
Wow. Thank you guys for tuning in.
For real. People that tune in, definitely grateful. Appreciate it. Um, if you haven't already, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead, like, comment, share. You know, somebody that's want to go to New York, that's into fashion. Hey, send them the video. You know, share the information. Um, Tap into Peerless Pressure.
Yeah.
You know, we peed up over here 101. Look good, feel good. You know, I'm working on my 6 week at home body toner program. Don't have a date of when it's going to be released, but um, yeah, stay tuned for that. I've been posting more videos on my fitness page, so if you need tips and ideas or workouts, definitely tap in with that. Tap into the Get Right or Get Left podcast. It's on the YouTube channel. Um, Facebook, I really can't accept no more followers. I think I'm gonna have to get another personal page and make it a business page so I can have unlimited um, followers. But I didn't reach my max on that, so and I really hate that. I really hate that. But nevertheless, hey, if you is on here, hey, you've been blessed to be a part of that 5,000, and everything we keep going, we keep going, keep striving, and of course we continue to keep God first. Um, yeah, until next time, you got any more words that you would like to say or anything to promote what you got going?
Yes. If y'all need a makeup artist, I am a traveling makeup artist. Okay. Tap in with your girl. So you can follow me here on TikTok and you can also follow me here on Facebook. I have not tapped out because I have deleted a lot of people. So I have room for you to tap in with me, okay? Be on the lookout for Aura Beauty Cosmetics, which is going to be coming up in the near future. So I will have that makeup line, that body butter, the lip gloss, the foundation, all that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Tap in with the queen. And that's pretty much it.
Hey, there you have it, y'all. We see y'all later.
Bye.
Hey.